Hey everybody, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, it's theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. We've been getting a lot of subscribers lately to the blog and to YouTube as well, so thank you very much. If you ever have a question for me and you want me to make a video, I'll keep you anonymous. You can either email me, dan@theclinicaltrialsguru.com. You can call or text me, 949-415-6256. And that's the same number to reach out to me for consulting or anything like that, or just to talk. And also any social media network. Okay, I should have all the links on the bottom of this YouTube video. So today's question, I'll just get right into it. It's about human resources when it comes to clinical research. So it's kind of like a two-pronged question. It says, hey, in your experience, what do you recommend? Should a small startup clinical research site run its own human resources or outsource it to Paychex or ADP? And what is best if one scales to over 10 to 30 employees? Some hospitals are doing HR for research companies, but it seems they want to do the PEO, People Employer Organization model, where they take over all HR and give no freedom to the research company to set bonuses, etc. I recommend Paychex or ADP. That's what we use at all my clinics, alright, small and medium-sized clinics. Paychex will properly file quarterly tax returns for each employee or for the company. They'll issue the W-2 forms at the end of the year. They basically let you either choose a salary for each employee that they'll get every 2 weeks or every week or every month, however you set it up, or you can send them hours and then you can include overtime, bonuses, different things like that, as long as you are managing that yourself. And I recommend you keep everything in-house. Now when it comes to HR, from a non-tax, non-payroll question, I also want to keep the HR in-house. HR is responsible for hiring and letting go of employees, for training, so it's a really important function. A lot of people don't give HR enough attention, and they assume HR is just payroll. It's a lot more than that. It's training, it's hiring, it's firing, it's writing up, keeping company policies in place, creating a good work environment. So I would never outsource those functions anywhere. All right, I do that myself as the CEO or as the owner. And if you get larger than like 30 employees and it's hard to keep track of your employees on a first name basis, it might be time to hire someone to just do HR at your organization. But as far as payroll and quarterly reporting and all that stuff, it's a no-brainer. Don't attempt to do that yourself. Use Paychex or ADP. They charge just this very small amount compared to what the work and the energy and the effort that's required into making sure payroll is running smoothly. So I would never recommend anyone not use a payroll service. But HR is totally different. And then the other question was, the main thing is, how can coordinators still work in a hospital for inpatient research as private research site employees without being a part of the HR of the hospital? So it's easy, okay? Inpatient studies come and go. These are your employees, okay? So they should check in at the clinic every day, given an assignment to go out to the hospital, and then they're to come back. The research clinic is their place of employment. The hospital is just a duty or a task that they've been assigned for an inpatient stay. So I don't know why you would ever allow your employees to actually become employees of the hospital. Sounds like that's something you're trying to avoid. I know from our inpatient studies, from my experiences with this, I've never run across anything like this. The most, technical thing I've had to deal with, or regulatory thing I've had to deal with from the hospital's perspective, is giving my staff credentials for the hospital. Alright, but they're never to be considered employees of the hospital. Now you can appoint some employees of the hospital to conduct certain duties of the study, which is what we've also done, but you do need to have your own employee going there. Like, for example, a study coordinator can go to the hospital. That study coordinator is your employee, and they could let the nurses know, hey, this patient needs to get this medication on this date, or they need to get these vital signs done. So your employee is telling a hospital employee what to do as far as a clinical trial is concerned, or as far as what procedures they can do. And then the question becomes, how do you work out an arrangement with the hospital? Oftentimes hospitals don't care about compensating their nurse for doing research stuff, as long as it's not excessive, all right? Because they're receiving payment from you, the research clinic, for the bed days. So it's never been an issue for me. So this question for me is actually pretty simple to answer, and I'd be curious to know why you're having so many difficulties with this, right? Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Take care.